Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really powerful concept, one that could totally change how you think about your time, your energy, and even your goals. It's called the art of set and forget. Now, if you've ever felt like you're just constantly busy, running and running, but not really getting anywhere, well, you are in exactly the right place. Stick with me because we're about to figure out how to get off that hamster wheel for good.
Does this feel a little too familiar? You know the feeling, right? That daily grind, a never-ending list of tasks, a constant stream of tiny decisions that just eats away at your energy before you've even really started your day. You're putting in the work, you're trying hard, but it feels like you're just spinning your wheels. It's such a common feeling, but here's the thing I want you to hear. It doesn't have to be this way. It is not a mandatory part of modern life.
So just imagine for a second a totally different way of doing things. What if you could set things up so that your goals, they're being worked on almost automatically, kind of humming along in the background? Imagine a life where your best energy is saved for the things that truly light you up, not just spent on keeping all the plates spinning. That right there, that's the incredible promise we're going to unpack today. Now, this whole idea, the core concept for what we're talking about, it comes from a fantastic book called The Art of Set and Forget by Elsa Dos Reis Fernandez. And the whole philosophy is about creating smart systems that do the heavy lifting for you, which in turn frees up your mind, your time, and your energy. Okay, so let's get specific. What does set and forget actually mean? Well, at its heart, it's really a philosophy of intentional upfront design. You invest a bit of energy one time to build a simple, smart, maybe even automated system for something you do over and over again. And the payoff? Oh, it's massive. You completely eliminate the need to make that same decision every single day, clearing out all the mental clutter that one little task used to create. And this is the real paradigm shift. This isn't about hustling harder or trying to cram more into your 24 hours. No way. It's about designing your life and your routines so brilliantly that they basically run themselves. They go on autopilot. And when that happens, you are free to actually achieve your goals with way less of that constant, draining day-to-day effort. All right, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds amazing in theory, right? But what does it actually look like when you apply it? An idea is only as good as its real-world application. So to make this crystal clear, let's zoom way in on a perfect, tiny example of this system in action. We're going to look at a simple exercise, the standing hamstring curl. Now, I know, it might seem a little random, but trust me, this is a brilliant physical metaphor for the entire set and forget principle. It shows us, in a really tangible way, how taking the time to define a clear process up front makes the actual execution almost effortless and incredibly effective.
Okay, let's break this down. First, you set the system. You get in position, you set your posture, standing tall, core engaged. This is the set phase. Then comes the execution. You slowly, with control, perform the movement. And here's where we add some crucial details. As you bend your knee and bring that heel up, that's the moment of effort. That's when you want to breathe out. A really critical point here is to keep your thighs aligned side by side. Don't let your working knee drift forward in front of your standing knee. The second it does, you're not really using your hamstring anymore. Other muscles are taking over. So you pause at the top, and then as you lower the foot back down with that same control, you breathe in. You're relaxing before the next effort. You set the rules, and now you just follow them.
And this right here, this quote, is the secret sauce. This one simple instruction is the difference between an exercise that gets results and just wasted movement. By locking this rule into your brain at the very beginning, by setting it, you guarantee that the system, the exercise, works perfectly every single time you do it. No guesswork involved. And this is the other half of the set equation. This is your recipe. You decide on all the parameters. How many sets, how many reps, how much rest. You decide it all just once before you even start. By creating this plan up front, you completely remove all of those in-the-moment questions. The system is locked and loaded. And now you can forget the planning and put all of your focus purely on doing the movement correctly. And that's really the magic of it, isn't it? The moment you have the technique down and the numbers decided, that mental load just vanishes. You're not standing there thinking, okay, am I doing this right? How many more should I do? Should I rest now? Nope. You're just doing. The system is running on its own. So see how a very simple 2-minute exercise becomes a perfect model for this huge, life-changing idea? It's incredible. So now let's scale this up. How do we take these same principles, setting clear rules, defining the parameters ahead of time, and apply them to the rest of our lives? Let's zoom back out from this one little example to the big picture philosophy.
This slide really lays out the whole set and forget loop perfectly. It all starts with identifying a problem, a point of friction in your life that's causing that constant decision fatigue. Then, you invest the time and thought to design a clear system for it. Once that system is in place, the result is consistent, almost effortless execution. And what's the ultimate goal? A life that is actively working for you, moving you toward your goals, even when you're not actively pushing.
And this, right here, is probably the most important takeaway of all. This mindset, this approach, it applies to everything. Think about it. Setting up automatic bill payments so you literally never have to think about a due date again. That's a set and forget system. Creating a simple weekly meal plan on Sunday so you alliterate that daily, what's for dinner to pay. That's a set and forget system. From how you organize your emails to your morning routine, any recurring task in your life is a golden opportunity to build a system and free up your mind.
So, if this idea is really clicking with you, if it resonates, I highly recommend you go deeper. All of these concepts are explored in so much more detail in the book that inspired this entire explainer, The Art of Set and Forget. You can find it on Amazon, and it's available in both English and Portuguese. It's truly a fantastic guide for building these kinds of powerful systems in your own life. So, I'll leave you with a little challenge, a call to action. Take a look at your upcoming week. Find just one small recurring thing that you know drains a little bit of your energy. Maybe it's figuring out what to wear each morning. Maybe it's packing your gym bag. Whatever it is, figure out a simple system for it. Set it up once, and then enjoy the freedom of forgetting about it. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this useful, please consider subscribing to the channel for more explainers like this. And if you do check out the book, please know that it helps us immensely to continue creating this content and reaching other people who might benefit from it. We'll see you next time.